We are almost through fall. That means the holiday season is right around the corner. The second most popular season for buying fragrances, the holiday season. Chances are you're going to buy a bottle for yourself or you're going to gift a bottle. Where do you start? And if you're gifting, how do you pick something that's going to be suitable for the person that you're actually giving the gift to? I've constructed a holiday fragrance list of tried and true fragrances that are people pleasers and in my opinion will be great gifts for the guy on your shopping list. And to add a little bit to it, I put the personality types that I think go along with the fragrance. So put that gray flannel gift set down. I got you covered. Welcome back, YouTube. This is episode 10 on the Post Points channel, and today I'm going to dive into a list of fragrances that I think are perfect gifts for the gentleman on your shopping list. To kick it off, we're going to go with one of the best sellers from the house of Dolce & Gabbana, and that one is Dolce & Gabbana The One. And I dubbed this one Mr. Mysterious. It has a quiet confidence, quiet power behind this one. This is one of my absolute favorite fragrances. Now, The One is a mix of tobacco, spices, and dried fruits. So I think this is for the guy who personality type's kind of subdued, probably not a guy who's single. You're not going to wear this to a club to try to attract women or stand out or anything like that. This is more of a day scent when I go out with the wife because it's not that strong. The scent itself sits closer to the skin, which means she can get close without being bombarded with some strong fragrance. Just a very manly, good smelling fragrance from the house of Dolce & Gabbana. Dolce & Gabbana One. Now, some have problems with that one as far as longevity is concerned, and some people say it disappears and it can't smell it and you have to put your nose up to your hand to actually smell it. If that is a problem with you, you can go with the parfum version, which is the exact same scent to me. It's just deeper, richer, and lasts a little longer. This is my scent of the day actually, and I'm about 12 hours in on this one and I can still smell it on the back of my hand. It's Dolce & Gabbana The One parfum version. Now this next one I dubbed for the dapper gentleman. Upscale, tuxedo, wedding, church, formal event, something like that. Reach for one from the house of Chanel, and it's called Allure. This is classic masculine upscale fragrance. It is constructed by Jacques Paul, the in-house perfumer for Chanel. These fragrances have a top, middle, and bottom. It's said that he created this one in the shape of a diamond. You get all the notes throughout the whole life of the fragrance. This is an oriental fragrance. This is a spicy oriental fragrance. So very classy, clean. I think it's described as warming. I'll agree with that. Just a very elegant, masculine, classy scent. Allure from the house of Chanel. Now, every man needs a Swiss Army knife in his collection, what they call a dumb reach, that he can just not think about on a day-to-day basis, whether he's going to the grocery store or going to work. For Mr. Versatile, Blue Day Chanel. This is again a classic men's scent, a mixture of grapefruit, ginger. There's some citrus notes in this, some spicy notes in this, but incense. It's a primarily a grapefruit and incense scent with a little bit of ginger in the middle. One of the counterparts to this that is compared to a lot is Dior Sauvage. I think you can do good with either one of those. Personally, for me, this one just suits my nose a little better. Any occasion, you're good to go with this one. Very popular, mass appealing scent too. Blue de Chanel. Comes from the house of YSL, known for the office, for being dressed to the nines. I don't think you can beat this. This is a citrus and a very sharp ginger note, so it's spicy. And what I love about this one, again, one of my favorite notes is violet leaf, especially when it's subtle. And this has a very subtle violet leaf to mix in with that ginger. Some people say it comes across as apple pie. I kind of get that, but to me, especially on my skin, that mixture of violet leaf and ginger, just a beautiful combo. And I feel like I have to be fashion forward, dressed up with this one from the house of YSL alone. The next type of guy we want to talk about is a guy who is eccentric, he's eclectic, he likes to be outside of the norm, is unique, has a strong personality, wants to be different from everybody else. And I think what suits that is Pure Malt by the house of Terry Mugler. This is an alpha male fragrance. If you're familiar with A Man, it's said to take the original DNA of Angel Man and age it in whiskey barrels. So what you get in this is a boozy gourmand scent. It's polarizing. You're not going to smell like anybody else. Now, this is not necessarily a secret. If you look on YouTube about some of the best fragrances out for men, you'll see Pure Malt come up, but I still haven't ran into anybody who owns this. It's so different from everything else that's on the counter. It's dark, it's rich, it's chocolatey, but I think it makes it that much more sexy. So for the alpha male, Mr. Eclectic, I recommend Pure Malt from the house of Terry Mugler. Now, the next fragrance on the list, it's the guy next door. It's Mr. Casual, very laid back, Voyage by Nautica. Now this salty aquatic is very easy to wear, and I actually did some testing on this. I haven't done a full review just yet. I originally bought a very small, I think there's like 10 mils in this, and I don't know if it was just sat out in the store too long or something, but the salty aquatic that it's supposed to represent came off a little like bug spray. And then a friend bought me this bottle and it came across a little different. Not super natural salty, but didn't come off like bug spray. And it dried down to almost soapy. It's a very clean scent. This is a backyard barbecue, visiting friends during the summer, running to the grocery store, things like that. Just something to grab, spray on, smell clean and fresh. Nautica Voyage. Now, the next scent is for the well-manicured, well-groomed man. Just very well pampered, likes to take care of himself type of guy. Dior Homme. Back in the mid-90s when Le Male came out, it challenged what I think the public thought about a man's scent, and I think this did the same. This is the 2005 bottle. If you can find that silver stem version on somebody's counter, grab it. This is the original version, created by Olivier Polge, my favorite perfumer. The construction is a little different from what you find in the stores now. What you'll more than likely find is the black stem. Both are really good, well manicured, well dressed. I think Dior Homme is a good choice. Now the next scent is for the laid back, cool, calm gentleman, Mr. Cool, if you will, from the house of Gucci Pour Homme 2. This is a black tea and tobacco scent primarily on my skin. There's some citruses in here. There's some violet leaf again. I pick a lot of fragrances that have that subtle violet leaf in it. There's even some exotic notes like pimento in this. Just a very cool, calm, confident, laid back type of feel. Some complain about performance with this one. No performance issues for me. Try it on your skin, see how it works for you. I actually hesitated on buying this one because I heard so much about how great it smelled, but it didn't last but a couple hours. This thing lasts all day on my skin. I don't know if it's the tobacco in it that works really well with my skin, and this will fill a room. I've had people at work come in and say, hey, somebody has on something, and it just works very well with my DNA. It's a very solid offering from the house of Gucci Chrome too. Now there's one scent in my collection that I just say is the boss scent. It smells like money, it smells like power, it smells like success. From the house of Creed, Ventus, and just a sense of superiority with this. It's smoky pineapple, birchwood that dries down to like a smooth creamy vanilla wood scent. It took me a couple decants before I was really fully able to appreciate this. It took me smelling a lot of niche fragrances, designer fragrance and niche fragrances, then come back to this and then smell it. It is not cheap at all, but if you can get your hands on a sample, a decant, I would encourage you to do it. If you're going to gift this, make sure you're gifting it to somebody you love. For the gentleman who is a boss, he likes the finer things in life. He values exclusivity and things of that nature. Creed Ventus. Now, if you're still a little reluctant to pull the trigger on a full bottle, there's a couple of products I would recommend. They call them wardrobes. A lot of brands, especially some of the higher end niche brands, they have these things called wardrobe. Usually they range from 20, I've seen some for 20 bucks all the way up to 300 bucks. So the person you're gifting to smell a variety of fragrances and pick one that they like, and then maybe they can buy on their own at a later date. Well, that's all I got for this one, guys. Let me know what you think about this list. I tried to pick some pretty universally liked fragrances and added that little bit of personality to them. So be sure to leave me some comments down in the comment section. Give me a thumbs up and give me a sub if you feel compelled to do so. And the next episode, we'll do it again. Put that gray flannel gift set down.